Ladies and gentlemen, gather round and listen closely because in this life, there comes a time when rejection, that cold, unyielding word, knocks on your door. And let me tell you, it's not the end of your story. It's merely a chapter in a much grander narrative. Now, as I speak to you with the wisdom of one who's walked through many storms, remember that rejection is not a verdict. It's an invitation to rise, to learn, and to become even more formidable. You see, rejection is like a friend who arrives unannounced. At first, it may feel unwelcomed, maybe even harsh. But if you listen carefully, it carries with it lessons wrapped in the harsh cloth of reality. When someone says no, it's not a judgment of your worth. It's merely a stepping stone on your path. In every no, there is a hidden yes, waiting for you to uncover it through persistence and the courage to try again. In our family, this family of life, we honor those who face rejection head-on. I've seen men and women, strong souls, who refuse to be defined by a single setback. They took the sting of rejection as a call to strengthen their resolve, to refine their craft, and to prove not only to the world, but to themselves that they are made of a different, unbreakable material. Understand this, every great success story is punctuated by moments of doubt, moments of being told no. But what distinguishes the successful is their unyielding spirit, their unwavering belief that even in rejection, there is honor and opportunity. Let me be clear, pain is temporary, but the wisdom you gather in those moments lasts a lifetime. The taste of rejection might be bitter, but it is also the spice that adds flavor to your success. Just like a seasoned chef who knows that every ingredient, no matter how strong, must come together to create a masterpiece. Every experience, even the painful ones, adds to the rich tapestry of who you are. When you find yourself down after a rejection, remember to look deep within. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What can I do differently? For in that reflection lies the power to turn the tides in your favor. Stand tall, my friends, and do not let the opinion of others or the cold hand of rejection strip away the dignity and determination that is rightfully yours. You are the architect of your destiny, and no has the right to halt the progress of your dreams. I want you to imagine for a moment a future where every rejection you've ever faced has been transformed into fuel, a fire that burns brighter with every setback. Picture yourself emerging from the crucible of hardship, stronger and more resolute than ever before. Understand that each rejection is a lesson, a reminder that every journey worth taking has its trials. And like any wise family, we stick together. Lean on the support of those who understand your struggles, those who've been through the same battles. Share your burden, and you will find that the weight becomes lighter. Remember, true strength lies not in the absence of rejection, but in the courage to stand up every time you fall. The road ahead may be riddled with obstacles, but it is also paved with opportunities. Opportunities to rebuild, to reinvent, and to rediscover the beauty of your own resilience. Embrace rejection as a necessary part of the journey, an inevitable visitor that comes to test your mettle, to see if you're truly committed to your dreams. So rise up with pride and determination. Let rejection be the spark that ignites your passion, the motivation that drives you forward, even when the path seems dark. In this grand game of life, setbacks are merely the preludes to triumphs yet to be written. Every time you hear no, let it be the starting point of your journey toward yes. The yes that comes from persistence, from faith, and from the unwavering belief in your own potential. Today, I stand before you as a testament to the power of resilience, a living example that rejection, while painful, is never the end. It is a lesson, a challenge, and above all, a call to be better, to reach higher, and to dream bigger. Hold your head high, for you are not defined by a single moment of denial, but by the courage to continue in the face of adversity. Now go forth, armed with this understanding, and let every no transform into a stepping stone to greatness. Embrace rejection, learn from it, and let it guide you to the eventual embrace of your triumph. You have the strength, you have the heart, and you have the spirit to overcome. Now it's time to show the world the indomitable power that lies within you. And let me tell you something, when rejection comes, don't just sit there and let it weigh you down like a stone in your chest. No, you stand up, shake the dust off, and move forward like a warrior on a mission. Because that's exactly what you are, a warrior. And warriors don't crumble at the first sign of battle. They adjust, they strategize, and they fight harder. Rejection is not the end of the road. It's just a redirection. Sometimes the very thing you wanted so badly wasn't meant for you, not because you weren't good enough, but because something greater is waiting down the line. You ever think about that? You ever stop and wonder that maybe, just maybe God, fate, or the universe, whatever you believe in, has something much bigger planned for you, but you had to be tested first. You had to be refined by the fire. Because what's coming requires a stronger version of you. Think about all the greats, the ones we admire, the ones whose names are written in history. You think they had it easy? No. They faced rejection over and over again. They were told, "You're not good enough. You don't have what it takes. Try something else." But what did they do? They kept going. They took every rejection, every closed door, and turned it into fuel. Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team. Can you imagine if he had given up? If he had let that rejection define him? No championships, no legacy, no greatness. Oprah Winfrey, fired from her first television job because they said she wasn't fit for TV. Now look at her. One of the most influential women in the world. J.K. Rowling, rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. The list goes on and on. So tell me, are you going to let one rejection, one setback, one moment of disappointment stop you from reaching your full potential? Or are you going to use it as a stepping stone, as proof that you're on the right path? Because let me tell you, if you were never rejected, if everything came easy, you'd never grow. You'd never develop the thick skin, the resilience, the hunger that separates the great from the average. Rejection is the gym where your character gets built. It strengthens you, sharpens you, and makes you ready for what's ahead. Now, I won't lie to you. It hurts. It stings. When you put your heart into something, when you give it your all, and someone tells you no, it feels personal, but it's not. It's just life making sure you really want it. And if you really want it, you'll get back up. You'll try again. You'll come back stronger, wiser, better. And when you finally get that yes, when that door swings open and you step into your moment, you'll look back and realize that every single rejection was a necessary part of your journey. That without them, you wouldn't be standing where you are, stronger than ever. So I say to you, wipe your tears, dust yourself off, and get back in the fight. Your story isn't over. Your victory is still ahead. And when you finally reach that mountaintop, you'll be grateful for every no that pushed you to keep climbing. Now go. Go with fire in your heart and determination in your soul. Let the world see that rejection does not define you. Your perseverance does. And hear me when I say this, every single person who ever made something of themselves had to walk through the valley of rejection. No shortcuts, no easy way around it. It's part of the journey. You can cry about it. You can be angry about it. You can sit there and ask, why me? But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is what you do next. Because let's be real, rejection is not failure. Failure is giving up. Failure is letting one setback make you quit on everything you ever wanted. And I know for a fact that's not who you are. You are stronger than that. You have more fight in you than that. So what if they told you no? So what if they didn't see your value? That just means they weren't the right ones for you. It doesn't mean you stop believing in yourself. It doesn't mean you stop showing up. If anything, it means you double down. You work harder. You sharpen your skills. You prepare so that the next time, when the right door opens, you're not just ready, you're undeniable. Let me tell you something about rejection. It reveals who you really are. When things don't go your way, do you fold? Do you run? Or do you stand tall, look rejection in the face, and say, thank you for the lesson, now watch me rise? Because that's what it's all about, rising. Every rejection is just another opportunity to prove to yourself that you are unstoppable. You see, people think rejection is about being denied something. No, rejection is about being redirected to something greater, something meant for you. But you won't see it if you're too busy crying over a closed door. Lift your head up, look around. The world is still moving, and so should you. You've got dreams? Good. Now go fight for them. You've got goals? Even better. Now go chase them. And when rejection comes, and trust me, it will, don't let it shake you. Let it mold you. Let it strengthen you. One day, the same people who told you no will look at you with admiration. The same doors that closed on you will open wider than you ever imagined. And when that moment comes, you'll know deep in your heart that you earned it. That you didn't break, you didn't quit, you didn't let rejection win. So go, get back in the game. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep believing, because your time is coming. And when it does, rejection won't even be a memory. It'll just be part of the legend you were born to become. And let me tell you something, when that moment comes, when you finally step into your season, you won't just be grateful for the wins. No, no, no. You'll be grateful for every single rejection that forced you to grow, every no that made you hungrier, every closed door that pushed you to find another way. Because here's the true success tastes sweeter when you've been through the fire, when you've been counted out, overlooked, underestimated, when they said, "You're not good enough," and you turned around and proved them wrong, not with words, not with complaints, but with action, with results, with undeniable greatness. Listen to me, every rejection is a reminder that you're still in the game. Do you hear me? If you're getting rejected, that means you're still showing up, still taking chances, still putting yourself out there. The only people who never get rejected are the ones who never try. And that will never be you. Because you're built different. You're the kind of person who keeps swinging, keeps fighting, keeps believing even when the odds are stacked against you. And that's exactly why you're going to win. Not because it's easy, not because everything will magically fall into place, but because you refuse to quit. Now, let me ask you something. What's your next move? Are you going to sit around and dwell on what didn't go your way? Or are you going to get back up and keep pushing? Because I already know the answer. You are not someone who stays down. You are someone who rises. So rise, stand tall, move forward. And when the next rejection comes, don't flinch, don't panic, don't doubt yourself. Just smile and say, "Watch me." Because one day, all those rejections will add up to a story of resilience, of strength, of victory. One day, you'll look back and realize that rejection was never a roadblock. It was a stepping stone, a necessary part of the journey, a test of how bad you really wanted it. And you're going to pass that test. You're going to win. You're going to break through ... So go, do the work. Keep the faith. And remember, rejection is not the end of your story. It's just the beginning of your comeback. And let me tell you, your comeback is going to be legendary ... Because here's the thing about rejection. It only has power over you if you let it. It only breaks you if you believe it. But you know better. You know that rejection is not a full stop, it's a comma, a pause, a moment to catch your breath before you come back stronger. And when you do, it's going to be something to see ... Because the people who doubted you, they're going to watch in shock as you rise. The ones who said no to you, they're going to regret it when they see what you become. The doors that slammed in your face, they're going to open so wide, they'll be begging you to walk through. But by then, you won't just be walking. No, you'll be running. You'll be soaring. You'll be unstoppable. Because rejection didn't break you. It built you. It sharpened you. It made you relentless. You see, when life tells you no, you don't just hear it and walk away. You take that no and turn it into fuel. You take that no and use it as proof that you're still in the game. You take that no and transform it into an even bigger yes down the line. And let's be real, sometimes rejection is protection. Sometimes that job, that opportunity, that relationship wasn't meant for you. Sometimes that no is actually saving you from something that wasn't aligned with your destiny. So don't waste time crying over closed doors. Don't waste energy begging people to see your worth. Let them underestimate you. Let them doubt you. And then let your success be the loudest response. Because one day, when you're standing on the mountain of your success, when you've built the life you always dreamed of, you'll look back and laugh at every rejection that once made you question yourself. And you'll realize every setback, every disappointment, every single no was necessary. It was all pushing you toward the person you were meant to become. So, my friend, keep going. Keep fighting. Keep believing. Because you are not done yet. You are just getting started, and your story, it's going to be one the world will never forget. Now listen, everything I've said to you today, every word about rejection, resilience, and rising again is not just for you to hear. It's for you to live. It's for you to take and apply every single day. Because life is going to test you. And when it does, you have to stand firm. Now listen, if you've made it this far, if something in this message stirred something deep in your soul, then this is your moment. This is your sign. Rejection is not the end of you. It's not a curse, it's a stepping stone to your greatness. The only question left is, what will you do with it? Are you going to let it break you? Or are you going to let it build you? Because here's the truth, every champion, every leader, every history maker had to face rejection. They had to fight through it. And if they could do it, so can you. But you have to make that choice. You have to decide right now that you will not quit, you will not fold, and you will not let rejection define your story. So stand tall, move forward, keep pushing. And when rejection knocks on your door again, don't be afraid. Look it in the eye and say, I was built for this. And if this message gave you strength, if it fueled your fire, then don't keep it to yourself. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join us here at Apostle of Sound, where we speak truth, power, and purpose into your life. Like, comment and share this with someone who needs to hear it, because we're building a community of warriors, of overcomers, of people who refuse to be stopped by rejection. Your journey isn't over. Your breakthrough is coming. So stay locked in, stay hungry, and remember your time is now.
Apostle of Sounds.